Hey, how y'all doing? This is gonna be a video on revamping, refreshing this container that we have in front of the house. Um, it's been pretty hot lately and not much rain. Zone 8A, almost mid-May. We have violas here that are the sun's really getting to them. We have decorative kale. This kale was killed once by the winter and then by a pretty cold day, and I cut it completely, and then I just let it grow again. So like I kind of say, don't give up on plants, just let them go. Here we have another one, and then here are pansies, and they're also, once they get to this part of the season, they get long and they don't produce much flowers. And this is a dwarf Alberta spruce that I kept in the container. Did really good over winter. You can see it's a new growth. In zone 8A, it definitely has to be in the shade or very little sun, because it will struggle. I used to have it in the ground in full sun, and it started struggling. So I'm gonna replace all this with this right here. This is Cordyline. This died also in the winter pretty bad. I left it outside and I cut it. It was only one stem, and I cut it right here. It was a pretty big palm-like. And when I cut it, I didn't give up, and it produced several right here from the side, like several shoots. And I actually like the way it looks. And I'm expecting it to get pretty big. So this is gonna be like the centerpiece. And then I'm gonna have these petunias and the potato vine. These right here are pretty aggressive growers, so this is gonna have to be watered. And we'll see how it ends up looking. All right, so I knocked out that out pretty easily. I took out, I'm gonna get rid of all these. I'm just gonna throw them away. But I'm gonna keep these for a little bit longer. I'm gonna put them in a little container or something. Keep them in shade, see how long they last. Maybe they'll make it all year. There's a couple of things. This is a plastic container. There's different preferences. It depends what I use it for. Actually, I think plastic containers have a real good purpose. They don't get as hot if they're in the sun compared to ceramic or terracotta containers. They keep water in longer versus a terracotta. Terracotta sucks the water out real fast, and they're also lightweight. So if you're going to be moving it around a lot, I'd recommend a plastic container. Even though they don't last as long, they lose color, but there's definitely benefits. It rooted in pretty good, so I'll put it in a container real quick and we'll be ready. And then it got a little fungus there, but I could just knock that off. But the root system looks really healthy on this, so it should be good. I think this is how I'm going to get it done. I'm not trying to spend that much money. Each one of these plants have increased quite a bit, so each one of these was $6 and this was $2.50, and I'm just going to let it fill up, and it'll be overflowing with these Supertunias before we know it. And then I didn't put it in the center because I'm kind of making like the backdrop, but we'll see how it looks. All right, so this is the final product. I ran out of soil, but I'll get some of that tomorrow. But this is Supertunia. It's an aggressive grower. Also the sweet potato vine. So all this will fill up, and these are from last year, the Cordyline. And so this container right here is basically gonna be about 15 bucks with the stuff that I paid for this year. And trying to keep it on the cheap, looking good. I'm gonna have to make sure I water it quite a bit, at least once a day. But it's gonna be a good statement piece. Anyway, until next time.